Okay, guys. So this is important because there's some date changes. Some of you guys get your checks on a particular day, and the kicker is this. Unfortunately, not everything may mesh up with when you get your benefits and the increase and blah, blah, blah. So let's go through it. All right. January 4th, 2022, 1:57 p.m. Let's go through this. That was actually the date I was originally supposed to leave New Jersey to go to Florida. But due to the snowstorm and that whole, I-95 thing, I wasn't able to do it then. But let's go through it. Specifically from CNBC, a 5.9% increase to Social Security benefits takes effect this month. Here's what to expect. All right, let's go through these key points and just get right to the article. Here we go. All right, please remember to like, subscribe, leave 5-star reviews. The big thing is leaving 5-star reviews because nobody ever does that for me, and just I get so sad. Anyways, the new year will usher in bigger Social Security checks for many beneficiaries starting this month. Easy. That's a record 5.9% cost of living adjustment, or COLA, takes effect. I love how they put it's like, it's a record. You're gushing with money. No, that's just money to make you be able to buy literally what you were able to buy last year. That's how out of control this inflation is. Not good, not good. Ken, act of kindness. Howdy, howdy. Thank you, thank you. Good to see you. That's a record 5 point. All right, so it marks the biggest annual increase in about 40 years. In 2021, benefits went up by just 1.3%. You guys obviously had higher costs in 2020 and 2021, but hey, the government's there to just give you a little bit for that inflation. The average retirement benefit will be about $92 per month higher to $1,657 from $1,565 last year. Remember, half the people out there get less than that. Half the people in America get less than that. That's an average. Most of the people I interact with get less than that, okay? Still, higher Medicare Part B premiums could reduce the size of those checks, while rising inflation could clip their buying power. Medicare Part B has massively increased the cost that people are paying. So whatever they're getting in this increase is going to go straight into that, and then they're going to even need more money. Not good. When the 2020 COLA will start, monthly Social Security payments are largely distributed to beneficiaries based on their dates of birth. This is date of birth oriented, DOB. If your birthday falls on the 1st through the 10th of your birth month, then your benefits are paid monthly on the second Wednesday. This month, that falls on January 12th, second Wednesday. If you were born between the 11th and the 20th of the month, your checks are paid on the third Wednesday. For this month, it's January 19th. If you were born between the 21st and the 31st, like I was, your benefits are paid on the fourth Wednesday. That falls on January 26th. Okay. How to find out how much you'll receive. Let's just go through this because a lot of people don't know. You do not necessarily have to wait for your January check in order to know your monthly benefit for 2022. Most beneficiaries can access that information online through the My Social Security account. The Social Security Administration typically also sends mailed notices. Alternatively, you can also calculate your 2022 monthly benefit amount on your own. Take your monthly benefit from this year and multiply it by 1.059. 1.059, right? Because when you want to find out the percentage of something, it's 0.0 something, then you put it on top of that. So 1.059. You take your monthly benefit and you multiply it by that in order to determine how much of an increase you will see as a result of the 5.9% COLA increase. Then subtract your estimated Medicare Part B premium. The Part B premium is very expensive. Nobody expected this until 6 months ago when they were talking about whether or not they were going to pass these new amazing drugs. They're incredible. They're going to save a lot of people's lives, but it means everybody's got to pay significantly more. That's the Part B. The amount you will pay in Medicare Part B premiums is based on your income tier using your modified adjusted gross income from your tax return from 2 years ago. The standard Part B premium for 2022 will be $170.10, a 14.5 increase from $148.50 last year. People who have income above certain thresholds pay an additional amount, known as an income-related monthly adjustment amount. Monthly premium payments are often deducted directly from Social Security benefit checks. Doesn't it seem like whenever they come out with this stuff, The rich get screwed over. The middle class don't do well either. And the poor don't really get much of a benefit as a result. It just doesn't seem like they do these cute little we're going to take a little here, take a little here, and sprinkle even less there. It just doesn't seem to work out. It never really works to the favor of the American people. If we had like a vitamin program where the federal government was required to provide vitamins to the American people, like if we had something like that, the way they would do it, where we would end up, in my opinion, we don't know because we don't know. But where we would end up is they would have, some foreign country like China make it for like 4 years. And then they would massively increase the cost that we would have to pay. They'd create a new vitamin tax and then tax people significantly beyond the cost of having to do it, to administer it. And then people would be like, well, we need to get rid of vitamins for Americans. And that's how bad our government is doing at this point. It's bad. I don't know how we got this bad. All right, let's keep rolling through this. When you may want to make adjustments. Additional income may mean higher taxes. Many retirees have a blend of income from Social Security benefits and other investments, typically 401k plans or individual retirement accounts. Now remember, this is for all of you people that are, retired area. For all of you people in my generation, there's no such thing as pensions. There's no such thing as 401ks anymore for the most part. There's just a thing called student loans for the rest of your life. Yeah, it's nice. It's like a nice little slavery thing that America put on us. Social Security beneficiaries with combined incomes above certain thresholds, starting at $25,000 for individuals or $32,000 for couples, may pay tax on up to 85% of their benefits. You think about how small those numbers are, how completely irrelevant $25,000 or $32,000 is a year in the mean cost of how much it lives in the United States. Anything about those, we're going to tax it. That's their spiel. Income, non-taxable interest income, and 1/2 of Social Security benefits. It's just we're taxing the American people too much. We're now going to increase taxes on them. We're increasing the prices of everything. The economy is going to hell. Our energy efficiency is crap. It's like if you wanted to come out of a pandemic, you don't invest a bunch of money into green technology. You invest it into making what we already have cheap. That's how you keep the train rolling. But we don't do that. That's not our gig. Hey, Jimmy, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Jimmy donated $9.99. The cute little animal there, little fox. And he's also Mason like me, which I really appreciate. Although I'm like probably the worst Mason ever. I never go to lodge. I should. I pay my yearly thing. And then I bitch at the worshipful masters on the terrible Mason. I'll bitch out worshipful masters all the time. Like, what do you mean you're not going to help me get my student loans paid off through the government? Oftentimes, it makes sense to reduce the withdrawals from other taxable accounts and therefore reduce the amount of Social Security benefits that ends up being taxable, said Joe Lasser, founder and president of Covisum, the Social Security claiming software company. Whenever you have a larger concentration of Social Security benefits relative to other income, you tend to have much more tax-efficient overall picture, Lasser said. Alternatively, if your income has gone down, let's keep rolling through it here. You may want to contact the Social Security Administration to see if your Medicare Part B premium can be reduced. Because remember, our tax system is called a discriminatory, ridiculous, horrific system. What it does is it finds who makes more money, and then it punishes them for making more money. And then those people who make more money buy residences in other countries and then have different tax structures applied to them, which means that they're not playing the U.S. game where they're just going to get taxed more. They're playing some other country's game and then doing things in the U.S. Can you blame them? Can you blame them? Obviously not. They're smart to do that. People that make great amounts of money, they're usually not idiots, unless they win the lottery, which I'm still working on. It has not worked out. That's not worked out. Why benefits may not go up as much next year. The last time the COLA was almost as high was in 2009 when benefits increased by 5.8%. But in the following 2 years, the annual adjustment was zero, which is not good. The reason the cost of living adjustment is calculated each year based on the Consumer Price Index for urban wage earners and clerical workers, or the CPI-W, a government measure for changes in certain prices. Remember, the CPI-W is what you guys have They want to switch it to the CPI-E, which would be a little bit better for you guys, but not much better. If that index does not go up as much, the COLA will not either. But the good news is that that would mean inflation is lower and your money could have more buying power. That's interesting. Let's read that again. If that index does not go up as much, the COLA will not either. But the good news is that would mean inflation is lower and your money could have more buying power. So CNBC fibbed here or made a mistake by not applying what the hell is going on in the actual world sense of America and inflation. Let's review where the mistake was. If that index, the CPI-W, does not go up, then inflation is not as bad. But we know, because we're educated but still poor, we're educated but still, we have that. We know, as a result, that the bottom line is that the CPI-W does not take into consideration many factors of how certain items will be increasing. And if it doesn't take into consideration all those different factors, then it does not comprehend an inflation that is far worse than what the CPI-W is seeing, because it's only seeing a small aspect of what products are available. As a result, we know that if the CPI-W doesn't go up much, it doesn't mean that there's not a lot of inflation. We're in galloping inflation, and the CPI-W just showed 5.9. It's probably higher, like, 10 plus. It's sad. It's not good. It's not a good place to live in. Food prices will go up 5% over the first half of 2022, probably much higher than that. It's not good. Anyways, guys, the point of this is to tell you when you'll be getting the increase, how the increase can be calculated, all that jazz. I hope you have an absolutely amazing, wonderful weekend. I'm super tired. My body isn't even working right because I literally went to bed at 3. I woke up at whatever, and now I'm here, and we're doing the law firm stuff. My lunch hour is this, which ended at 1:30, but I'm still going to do a few more things. But either way, good Sir Jimmy, I appreciate the donation. Ken Act of Kindness, I appreciate it. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. Basically, I might do one more video, maybe a fun video. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'll catch you a little bit later, and we'll go from there. Thanks so much, guys. Bye-bye.